So looking time to do some decking now. Just checking my level, make sure all my boards are level. Got my composite out here. Let's start with this side, get my clips in, work this way, and continue that way. The only thing I'm adding or changing is I want to have it connect right here, so I'm going to put a board going across here so I can stick this out just a bit. I'll probably put something underneath here, but that'll be my starting part, and yeah, that's pretty good. See how this goes. So I laid my first board here. As you can see, I put some screws here to tap it down. It's my second board, but you can see it's nice and sturdy. And I have my joints just landing right here on this guy. And I have a bit of an overhang on each side. I'm going to cut that off at the very end. Hey guys, so the Clippings hidden fastener system I used was called VersaClip. I picked it up at Lowe's. It cost about $162 per box, and that'll give you about 200 square feet. So for a deck this size, I used 2 full boxes, and then they spelled smaller boxes. I used I think 1 extra small box, which was like $50-$60. So doing it with the clipping system obviously looks great, but it definitely costs a lot more money, and time-wise, you're going to be 1.5 to 2 times as long as just screwing it straight down. You definitely need to take your time, kind of bend some of the boards because the spacing has to be perfect. After about 6 months, it's been holding up great with the clip system so far. Have not had any issues like with any buckling or anything like that. So I'd say the durability seems good so far. And you can comment if it's been longer than that, and I'll give you an update as far as how it's holding up. Composite decking, you need to make sure that it has this kind of slits in the side. Some composite decking, the cheaper stuff, won't have that, so you need to make sure it can be compatible with that kind of clipping system that you're purchasing. They also have clipping system at Lowe's. Sometimes most of the time actually they're interchangeable. I also picked up the composite decking at Lowe's and get a really good price on that because they were trying to kind of they were going with the newer model, so there's a big discount on that. It took about 2 people working on it. It took us about 2 days, 8 hours each day. That's pretty much how long it took us to lay the decking down. The one thing different I would have done, as you can see, I put some splits in the middle here. I would have either used longer boards or arranged it so it didn't have splits in it. Maybe by just putting a board in the middle of the deck going the opposite way, just because I don't really like the look of the splits. I mean, even though I staggered it, it's still preferred to not have those lips in there. First day of laying decking came out pretty good. A little bit, the clip system took a little bit longer than I anticipated. I'm going to get done today. But I did run out of decking material, so I need to go back and get some more decking anyway. But as far as stability wise, very stable. Very windy today as well. But came out great. I like the look of it. Just cut around these pieces right here. So I'm going to put a little light fixture on that. The connection piece is pretty seamless, so this looks good. We're going to need to get a little filler piece for that, but overall looks pretty good. Here I'm just going to give you kind of a quick time lapse of the couple days we were working on it, and just kind of see how it went. As you can see, we went pretty quick. Some of the places we kind of stopped. I had to bend some boards, adjust. Put additional pieces down, but as long as you keep going on it steady, it goes pretty quick. So overall, I really like this, the way it finally came out. It's just going to hold up great on the weather, especially being near a lake. The weather can really affect things. I put it over the water here, so basically it has a neat look as well to it. So guys, if you have any questions, feel free to leave in the comments. Okay, so we just finished up the last kind of cut here. Just going to give you an overview. Cut my edges nice and clean here. Went all the way down here. We still want to get a little scrap board here. I'm going to rip a board down. Just need some clamps, but that's going to be covered up. It comes back over here and nice and edged out here. Again, over here, I'm going to get a scrap board, cover that up. I think on these 2 little pillars, I'm going to do a little lights over here, something like that. The dock. This is looking good. Coming out over here. Looking good. Into this edge right here. So you can walk right up your steps now, and then over here I'm going to fill this with some rocks so it's even. I'll probably put some concrete in there as well. So that's the deck. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. If you have time, please subscribe to my channel, click here to watch more videos, or please give me a thumbs up. Thanks.